I gotta say, Fox is a very interesting choice. He can get in and get out very fast.
Very
Do you
true.
think that will be enough to combat Hess's brutal Roy?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. To be honest, at this point, and considering the progress in the time, and not to mention, we also have to factor in that Grundle has gotten better. So you know what? At this point, I'm willing to just simply leave this up to anyone's game. At this point,
This is true.
I can't choose a winner. I know I personally believe it's going to go to 3. I don't think we have a sweep on our hands. I think this is a 3-match, close stock final game.
I certainly hope you're right. It would hurt to see Grundle's pride so wounded again.
And a waste of such a great battle between two great opponents. And
Absolutely.
we're off, and we have Hess taking on Grundle.
Again,
Grundle is the Fox.
We have a dance of death, but we have Fox landing the first hits with his blaster. All right. Roy is quickly evening things up.
Truly impressive aggression right out of the
Yeah, a
gate.
tremendous
And
ledge
Hess
game.
is reminding us why he was the champion last year. 42-8 against Grundle. Come on, that kind of dominance is next to impossible. But you know who can pull it off? David Hess. Unbelievable. Now watch this match here. This is something else to see. Hess is putting him down 56-29. And Danish, let me ask you, in the early matches here, we've got a serious butt kicking on our
Oh, we
hands.
do. We seriously do. However, I'm seeing more of a fight from Grundle than perhaps we expected.
It's true. And honestly, anyone that doesn't get turned into a complete
It's-
pile of dust against him, in my opinion, deserves respect.
Now, it's clear he has given Hess a surprising amount of damage early on. So I think Grundle is definitely learning from last year's mistakes.
Absolutely. And you know what, Grundle, as you can see here, changing up his strategy a little more conservative, 65-102, and like I said, I'm not going to count the Grundle out.
He is trailing, but he's coming back.
It's true, and you know, he's playing smarter, as you can see here, with more
He
dodges.
is.
Although, when Hess lands a hit, man means
Oh,
business.
all right, we got to smash in. Not easy to get against Hess.
No, it's true, especially a big one like that. 82-107, close matchup here.
All right.
And you know what? It's still a close game, folks. Fox takes a big hit, but he's going to make it back.
I'm honestly seeing a lot of things from...
Oh,
no!
Grundle, devastating
Unfortunate
mistake.
SD, and I can hear some definite brouhaha from
You
the
can hear the
lounge.
cries from the folks
it's
in the
terrifying.
audience. It's something else to watch here. And now look at those big hits, and Hess just relentless putting the damage on early.
Oh, that had to hurt.
That was the most disrespectful,
word.
rude, and disgusting kill I have seen all night.
You loved every moment of it.
I
didn't
enjoy.
you?
I peed myself with excitement. That was so.
I hope
beautiful.
you didn't. I'm sitting right next to
A
you.
slight tinkle, nonetheless. Wow, 1-0 to Hess, and you know
All
what?
right.
With a dominant performance like
But
that. To put that in perspective,
Hess-
folks, Nate and I, the Danish and the Swifty versus Grundle by ourselves. There's a good chance we'd have our butts handed to us, but you
Yeah.
know what? Not against Hess.
But Grundle has changed up his strategy. He is now bringing his Yoshi to the fore, and it's going to be interesting to see just how this changes. Now, we saw this last year. Grundle went up against Hess, lost the first match, changed up.
True.
Now, do you think that will work for him this year, or do you think it's a repeat of last year?
When it's somebody like Hess, honestly, I don't know. You got to take the strategy that you're feeling good with at that point.
This is true.
And really, with Hess, it's up to you. I mean, you got to have the best player available, take him on, and that is certainly why we have Kenny in this match right here. 24-9, and you can see that early Roy dominance. I also want to point out to the folks at home a little bit of a taunting move by Grundle because Yoshi was the main character of Hess last year.
That's what I thought.
As we can see here, he's really changing up his strategy in terms of which character he's using. Nonetheless, still just as dominant.
Do you suppose there might be something psychological about that?
You know,
If we know anything about Grundle, we know that he is a very psychological, he is a very attitude-based player.
it's very true, and you know what? He could be getting in his mind, but you know what? Hess doesn't seem phased at all.
Oh, no, he does not.
29. Unbelievable. I mean, truly. I mean, it's honestly
we
something
see an
else
excellent
to watch.
down air.
We do. Yoshi keeping competitive nonetheless, and
I think he's actually doing better than he was last round.
he really is.
All right,
he's
he's brought
definitely-
it back to even.
Yes, keeping
Can-
it even at 85.
Can he
very
take
impressive.
a stock?
You know, he's really got to get that first stock, because if he goes down against Hess, I believe it's over. He's
right.
got to save himself on
So
that jump.
he's being a little bit cautious, using the edge for a slow descent, and he comes back with a dash.
113 to
All right,
94.
roll and a smash. That was a very interesting choice, but it worked for him. I'm gonna have to take notes.
It's true. Hess with a big hit on the edge.
All
there.
right, we have a cancel out. That's interesting.
Very interesting. Just proved how good these players both are, that they can cancel each other out like that. And Yoshi at 126 flying back down, and here comes Hess looking for that up
All
attack.
right,
Misses.
we have
Grundle with a
very
big hit to the back.
Oh, good recovery, good
close.
recovery.
Ike almost with a fall.
A very narrow miss by that smash.
Yoshi is playing it
We
close to
have
the
two
chest.
very high percentages. The next good, strong hit will take it.
Bro, most likely, yes.
Although we are still at 2 stocks, so anything could still happen.
Very true.
And we have Grundle taking the
and
first
Roy
stock.
just shoves a boot directly up Grundle's butt. And you know what?
Oh, and
Grundle
he
comes
shoves
right
it
back,
right back.
and sends him to space.
Oh my goodness, that was
Folks,
beautiful.
we are tied. Any stock, anyone's game.
All
Now
right.
I'd like to remind people Grundle needs that win. He needs to take this stock, otherwise the round is over.
I gotta
in the match.
say, I'm not entirely sure, but I like Grundle for this.
You know what? I'm feeling confident. I want to say that Grundle's winning, but you know what? Roy again asserting his dominance.
Yeah, before we even finish the sentence,
It's
Roy
very
is
true.
already dealing a lot
By
of
the
damage.
time I run out of breath, Roy seems to be shoving Yoshi into outer space. It's something else. But Yoshi just relentless, not settling at all here. Even though he's at 88 to 29, I'm not going to count him out of this yet, just because he's got such good dodge against Roy, who relatively is a slower player.
He is.
Oh, and an egg poop off the edge
We have
almost
an
takes him
attempt at
down.
a very dirty kill.
Oh, wow. But you know what? There's no shame in doing anything possible to take down
This
Hess.
is true.
And so, you know
and
what?
I think
can't
if he
judge
had
him.
managed to do that same thing at a much higher damage, he could have taken it, but Hess simply wasn't damaged enough. He got out of the egg far too quickly.
It's true, and Grundle paying close attention to where he plays on the edge here,
But the fact
keeping
that
it
he
very
could-
close.
The fact that he could actually land the move, frankly, speaks volumes about Grundle's skill.
It's very true, and you know what? Hess is gonna. Oh, very close. Yoshi at 112. Hess
Right.
at
We
65.
see some glitches in the screen here, so it's possible we might be losing connection again. I do not know.
It is possible.
Oh, no.
And Grundle is taken down.
All right,
And it
but-
looks like Hess sweeps him at 2-0.
Once he gets to the loser's bracket, though, I see Grundle going a long way. I see him possibly getting back into the winner's bracket.
It's very true, and you know what? There's 2 open spots waiting for him, so it's very possible.